Hey guys, TabbyToe here. In today's video, we're cooking chicken bacon casserole or chicken tater casserole. However, I just call it casserole. It's just taters, and you bake them, and then you put chicken on top. You put shredded cheese on top of that and bacon, and then you drizzle on, or in my husband's case, you put on a lot of ranch. And then you eat it in a bowl, and bada bing, and that's supper tonight. And I'm just going to show you how I make it, and it's super easy. Come along with me. Firstly, you got to get your taters. And these are the taters I picked. I usually get the kind of taters you make baked potatoes with. Yeah, rustic, but yeah, these are good, and these are also good in the crock pot, so that's why I also bought a big bag, and they were on sale for $4. So yeah, I got these. Need you a 7x11 pan. It really depends on how much you want to cook, but since it's just me and my husband, this is the size of pan I use. You put that stuff down. I'll show you. It was Reynolds Wrap. I couldn't think of the name. Anyway, you put this down in the pan, spray it with Pam, or use olive oil, whatever you got. You know, grease it so the taters won't stick. And then you cover it up with this too after you get the taters in the pan. And bada bing, you throw it in the oven. I set my oven to preheat to 400, so I'm just waiting on that while I chop my taters up. And I'm going to leave the skin on these because it's fine. Usually the skin on the taters is fine with this dish, but you can do whatever you like, whatever you prefer. That's just me. Anyways, yo. These are the seasonings you use. Paprika. You can use smoked paprika if you got it. That's just what I have. Garlic powder. Salt, and pepper. And the kitty wants to talk as well, apparently. She's not mad at me anymore because I accidentally stepped on her earlier. Yeah, she's in the way in here. But now I know she's in here, so I won't step on her, hopefully. But anyway, that's all you need, and that's the seasons I put on my chicken and my taters. And I might put a little cayenne pepper as well, because I like a little kick myself. Oh, you also use, you mix it together in a bowl. Once I get these chopped, I'll show you. I'm just chopping them up right now. Little bite-sized pieces. Maybe a little bit smaller so they can cook faster, easier. But anyways, yeah, you also put hot sauce. And you can use whatever hot sauce you like or prefer. We like Texas Pete, and that's what we got, so that's what I use. And honestly, I've not used hot sauce in a long time for this recipe. I usually just go with these seasonings with some olive oil and bada bing. I'll put a little hot sauce for some flavor though, just cause I haven't did it in a while. So yeah, you just chop up your taters, and you chop up your chicken in bite-sized pieces. My sister's really scared about cooking chicken, so she always bakes her chicken. But you just gotta practice, and I'm not scared to cook it on the stove. I mean, just put it in a pan with some olive oil so it won't stick, and you just cook it. It's pretty simple once you just do it and get used to it. But anyway, yeah, you put all them seasonings on it, and I probably would just put hot sauce on like the chicken, not the taters too. But I mean, you can do I might even put a few jalapenos on top just for some color, and because me and my husband like jalapenos on our cheese and bacon taters when we go out to eat. That's just us though. It's just preference. You don't have to. But anyways, yeah, simple recipe. You know, if you know how to cook, you just cook your taters in a pan with some olive oil with the seasonings I told you, and you know, for a few minutes on, you know, each side. Sorry, I'm saying you know a lot. And then sprinkle some shredded cheese. And yes, I get the pre-shredded because I'm lazy and it's cheaper. And then the bacon bits. You can use real bacon if you want to. But once again, if you're going for the easy route, get you the pre-made bacon bits. But get the good kind, not that nasty kind. And if you know what I'm talking about. You know the nasty kind they put on buffets at restaurants? Yeah, not that kind of bacon bits. Real bacon bits. But anyways, yeah. And like I said, you can make as much as you want or as little. And since it's just us, I'm just going to make what I think will feed us the next 2 days. Because that's my goal for this week, is trying to make our food last that I've bought. So I try to make it last 2 days. And with our soup I made it last 2 days. And it really probably would have just lasted 1 day and 1 lunch, but my husband really loved it. But he stopped himself. And I made him cupcakes, so that filled him up as well. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. And this is just my little supper idea. Inspired by my aunt that gave me that idea years ago when I was a teenager. She cooked it for everybody. One day when we were just hanging out at my uncle's. It's when he lived in Tampa, Florida. He had a farm. It was really cool. Oven's ready. I gotta hop to it, y'all. I'll be back right back with you. Alrighty, guys. I finally got it all chopped. And don't forget your olive oil. You gotta put that on there so they'll bake really crispy, like just a drizzle, not too much. And then you gotta put some pepper. Salt. That should be good enough. Some garlic powder. Some paprika. And I usually put parsley, but I don't have any, so I'm not going to. That's just to give it some color. But like I said, I'm going to put some jalapenos on the top of it after they're cooked. And I just open this, so sometimes you got to smack it for it to come out. Alright, I'm going to go get my hot sauce now. And there's the kitty again, sitting in the spot where I stepped on her this morning. But you can see she's over it. She likes me now. So let's go get the hot sauce, kitty. She's waiting on the cheese is what she's waiting on. Do I even have any hot sauce left? Just a little bit. I'm going to have to buy some more, y'all. Because I'm making some cheap version of spaghetti for my lunch next week. So I'm going to need some hot sauce to get it down. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's put some hot sauce on her. Me and my no nails. Just going to put the rest of the bottle on there. It'll even itself out. And it's just Texas Pete. It's not really hot. Alrighty, empty bottle. And yes, I will recycle it. Now, give it a mixy poo. Alright, y'all. I think I cut up too much tater for this little pan. So I'm going to let it cook for 45 minutes. I'll check on it in between, though, so I don't burn them. But yeah, you just cover it up with some Reynolds wrap here. Alright, that's 45 minutes for you. Now let's get the chicken prepped. Yes, this is a clean, different one than I was using for the taters. I'm not crazy, y'all. Alright, let's put some olive oil in the pan. Just a little bit of dew, y'all. What I do with the pan is I pick her up, I move it around, going around town, just like SpongeBob. Get every little spot. And since we got 42 minutes, I'm just going to chop up the chicken and I'll put it in a different bowl. We'll do a little mixy poo. I might just use this big old, yeah, I think I'll use this, y'all. If I can get it, use this big old mixer thing. Chop up the chicken, put it in here, do a little mixy poo, and we're done, y'all. Cheese and bacon on top, sprinkled. And then after the taters are done, you stick a fork in them and you know they're good. That's when you put the chicken on top of the taters. And then you put cheese and bacon, put it back in the oven, and you can actually turn the oven off and just let the cheese cook and melt and get bubbly. But it'll do its thing with the oven off. I'd say 5-10 minutes tops, and you got your meal, y'all. You just take it out of the oven, get you some bowls, and just get you a big spoon. I'll probably use this one. Just scoop her, plop her in that bowl there. Get you some ranch of your choice. I used to make homemade ranch, but we would never eat it fast enough and it'd get bad, so that was a waste. So anyway, oh yeah, and I bought that Ken's ranch because I wanted to try it, because I'm not a huge fan of Hidden Valley, but I don't like Ken's either. Now I like Ken's honey mustard, and that's why I bought the ranch, because I'm like, let me give it a try. But I guess I'm spoiled when it comes to ranch. I want my Chili's ranch or my Outback ranch or any like up there restaurant that has good ranch. I want that kind of ranch with my stuff. Now if I had that ranch with this meal, it'd be, yeah, chef kiss, you know. But anyway, y'all, just put the same seasonings: garlic powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. And you already got olive oil in the pan. And you just mix it up in whatever bowl you got. And I just got this big thing, and that's what I'm going to use. But you just chop up the chicken, you dice it up, and that's all you got to do, y'all. And that's your supper. But let me go get my chicken. I'll show you. You know, I'll just show you. Yes, I got my chicken at Food City because their chicken just look better than Food Line's. And I've got rotten chicken from both places. Don't get me wrong now. I even got rotten turkey meat. It's, you know, that the ground turkey. I got rotten turkey meat from Publix. So it's all grocery stores. It ain't just Food City that has rotten chicken or rotten meat. You just gotta look at your stuff, smell of it. And yeah, Food Line, it's not really good with their chicken. I don't trust their chicken. But I did notice that Food Line has cheaper full-size candy bars than Food City. So that's where I'll be getting my husband's work candy, Food Line. It's only $6.99 instead of $8.99. Plus I get to use my Food Line little member card, and it's free, kind of like Food City's, but you get money off. But anyway, here's my little 3 pieces of chicken. Let's slice them up, y'all. Alright, y'all. Slicey poo. And yes, I'm left-handed. You learn to do with your left hand, you know. I heard left-handers use the right side of their brain, so you know. You know. I mean, if you ever been in the kitchen, you know how to slice chicken. But anyway, just bite-sized slices. Don't have to be perfect. But the smaller the chicken slices, the faster it'll cook. That's always a good thing. You don't want to make anybody sick, even though it's just me and my husband, but yeah. Hope y'all had a good day today. I know the kids are out of school where I live, so they're out for fall break. So yeah, the roads were crazy today when I went and took the recycling. My husband's here. Anyways, that's all you gotta do with that recipe. You just slice your chicken up and put the seasonings on that I said and cook it. And yeah, that's all you gotta do, guys. Let me know if you really like the recipe. My husband loves it, so he's really excited for this meal. Let y'all go. TabbyToe out.